welcome to Rainy Tuesdays. I'm Yoana, and I'm here with Adam.
Hello.
And Margaux.
Hi.
How have you guys been?
Doing good.
Pretty good. Yeah.
This is our recording two at once, so feels
Well,
weird to do
behind the
introductions
scenes.
again.
We're still okay.
It's
Oh,
been
man.
20 minutes, maybe.
A lot has happened in these last 20 minutes.
I actually know we're recording this time. So.
Yes.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to think of intro vampy things before just getting into it for a second thing. We haven't done a two for in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was last summer.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Or if we did, we had a longer conversation in between, so then it kind of naturally
just happened.
Now we're jumping.
We're going.
This is fine. Because I do want to eat dinner, so
that's an understandable take to have. So we'll just get right into the meat of the episode. I thought of a little game. It is not at all something we haven't done before, but it does have a name this time. And I thought it would be, is this cool or is this boo? Basically, do you like something?
I hate that title.
Yeah, I do too. It's not good.
I think it's the best segment name we've ever had.
I think you should actually edit in cricket noises after you said that, because that's really the vibe I felt.
I thought it would be great. And so basically we would get a little thing, a little random word generator, and we would decide whether something was cool or whether it was boo. I'm gonna add crickets in every time I say the episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, Ripley's Believe It or Not. You could have done Ripley's Like It or Not. You could have.
But where's the rhyme in that?
Like it or not?
I was I want it to be hot or not, but then it's I mean that's, I don't want to determine if something's hot, you know, I was is it cool or poo?
Crickets.
All right.
Okay. Shoes.
Are shoes cool?
Or
I'm not saying this again.
I'm gonna say not cool.
So cool.
They're not cool.
I am tempted to agree, just because I have opinions about shoes, and I don't know where it fits on the cool or not. Basically, what I think is there are too many types of shoes, and really all you need are some good gym shoes, and that's the only shoes you should ever need to wear. And it annoys me when you have to wear fancy shoes, and I don't know. And some people really care about their shoes.
I fully disagree about it being sneakers, because I feel like sneakers are too constricting. I like really little comfy No, I like really little comfy either ballet shoes or little just cute little shoes that are kind of you're not wearing shoes but you are.
No, and here's why. So, because gym shoes are the perfect shoe, you can wear them for literally any activity you could possibly be doing, and
they're so clunky though. They're so big.
And when it rains, your socks get wet.
Yeah.
That's just, what are you doing outside if it's raining?
Enjoying the rain.
You know, I just think more people should walk barefoot. In the summer. If you're just going out to your backyard, why do you need shoes for that?
I saw this horrible video of a woman being I live a barefoot life, and she was walking into grocery stores barefoot, and I was you're a menace to society.
Gross.
That is gross.
But yeah, if you're just walk backyard, or even just around your
grass
neighborhood.
Though, yeah.
Important question: shoes in the house or no?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, good.
I'm a big socks though. I like socks. I like my feet to be covered.
Oh yeah.
So I wear fuzzy socks around the house, and then shoes outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of slippers, house slippers.
Love slippers. Yeah, they're very comfy. Yeah. Yeah. I just like the ease of socks because I feel like I can get into my bed with just socks on, whereas I have to like put on and off slippers. You know, I'm lazy.
I don't like getting in my bed with the socks that I've been walking around with.
Interesting. Okay. I feel like it's no different than like just if it was your feet. I think feet are really gross no matter what, whether or not they're covered. So,
like, I don't know. I could not get into bed with socks on. It just seems wrong in some way to be wearing socks. Like, under the covers, socks. Like going to bed, like, no.
It's perfect.
I like to sleep in socks. I did read somewhere that it actually helps to like regulate your body heat, because it's like your head and your feet are like two of the places that like it's like the most heat comes off of kind of thing, or like goes into. I don't know how that works. This could also be wrong.
I was supposed to say
we've never claimed to be a science podcast, but that's just something I read somewhere, and you know what? I believe it.
You know, I've read that same thing, so
hell yeah. That's why they tell you to wear a hat in the winter.
I have heard the hat thing.
Yeah, but yeah, so I wear socks to sleep most of the time. If it's like ungodly hot, then I will take them off. But
I like wearing them and then like taking them off like halfway through the night.
See, but then I'd have to touch them, and that's the least ideal situation that anyone could be in. It's having to touch something that touched feet.
How do you put on your socks?
Yeah, how do you put on socks?
When they're clean and I'm putting them on, they're not. They haven't touched my feet. They've been washed.
How do you take off the socks?
I just kind of kick them off with my feet right into the laundry basket.
But you can do that in bed as well.
Yeah.
But then they're just in my bed, and then my bed is just a sock graveyard.
You kick them off the bed.
But then they'd be on my floor, and then my floor is just a sock graveyard.
You pick it up in the morning.
But then I would have to touch them.
Counterpoint, get one of those claw things that you can get at like toy stores.
Like a little dinosaur head?
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, you solved all my problems.
All the problems.
Yeah.
That's what we're really here to do. We're an advice show.
In my young life, I visited Gettysburg a lot over the summer, right? And I remember there was one year where they opened up the brand new visitor center because the old one was too old and it was falling apart. And in the gift shop, they had one of those grabby dinosaur head things, except it was just Abraham Lincoln's head. And that will haunt me forever. But everyone had one. They were all around town. You saw them on the battlefield all the time. And it was just like, okay, that's our life now.
I know logically it has to be just his mouth opening.
Yeah.
But I'm picturing a better scenario where his top hat comes off.
Good.
And then that's what grabs.
You grab it. Oh, that would be way better. I wouldn't have minded that.
Hire me to design your toys.
Yeah, jeez. Yeah, to put it simply, I think shoes are cool. I don't think you need to wear them all the time. And I think if you find a really comfy pair of shoes, you're golden. I don't think you should have 10 pairs of shoes.
No, that's not necessary. And that really comfy pair, gym shoes, all you need.
No.
I know I said shoes are not cool. I say this as I literally brought an entire shoe suitcase with me down here.
Oh my god.
And maybe this is why I don't think shoes are cool, because it's a burden. Every time I travel, I need to like coordinate every shoe with every outfit. And still, I don't have enough shoes and I need more.
If you just always wear all black and then your shoes are also black, you don't have problems. That's my life. It's wonderful.
You wear gym shoes all the time, and they're the perfect shoe for every situation. So you don't need to figure out whatever, and you just get like a neutral color of shoes so they match whatever athlete you're in.
I think the beautiful thing about gym shoes, I don't know why I'm saying gym shoes. It's because you're saying gym shoes, but I always call them just like tennis shoes. I think the beautiful thing about tennis shoes.
It's like a regional thing, but it's gym shoes in Chicago.
Fair. I think
and actually only Chicago, fun fact.
Chicago's so weird. I think the beautiful thing about it is that they only match like 1% of outfits, but they fit the vibe of almost every outfit. And so it's like, they might not necessarily match your outfit, but no one's upset to see that you're wearing them. Yeah.
I disagree.
Really? Because I feel like people wore them to like prom, and no one's like, okay, horrible shoe choice. They're just like, yeah, okay, you're quirky.
I love heels, even though like my feet are not like, it hurts so much. I am a lover of heels. I love feeling tall.
Yeah,
as if I'm like not.
You're
tall
already
enough.
tall. Yeah, that was.
You're already pretty tall. At least
Yeah,
compared
but
to
I
Margaux.
just.
Yeah.
I love heels so much.
Yoana constantly sends me memes where it's like the best friends are a really tall friend and a really short friend, and I'm like, oh. But yeah, I hate feet. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that to anyone before. But I also had like a bad foot injury my freshman year of high school, and have just like ever since had like a slightly more swollen right foot than a left foot. And I feel like ever since then I've given up on caring about shoes. I still have some cute ones, and like I'll still wear cute ones, but my general preference is either like shoes that like aren't really gaining anyone's attention, like little ballet flats, or boots where you can't tell that one of my feet is swollen. Yeah, that's that. Shoes are fun.
Fair.
I like them. Yeah, but I do think sometimes they're just weird and uncomfy. Leaves, cool or cool?
Like the leaves on a tree.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. They're
I'd say
pretty.
pretty cool.
I say
also, when they fall off the tree, they're great to just step in. The crunch is good.
My dad does this trick where he like puts a leaf and then like hits it in a way that it like makes a popping sound.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I don't know what he does. It's a trick, but I like that. I was always amused by it as a child.
Beautiful. I like that. I don't like leaves. I think they're cool to look at, but I'm allergic to them in most states. So
you're allergic to leaves?
The pollen.
Oh, well, pollen's not leaves.
No, but it's on them. And then also there's like some sort of thing that like a little. I was gonna say chemical, but it's not a chemical. It's something that appears on leaves when they're dying for fall, and that I'm allergic to. And so I always get sneezy in spring and fall. Fall is way better than spring. I'm way more allergic to pollen than I am to the dead leaf thing. But the dead leaf thing does make me sneeze a lot, and it's rather unfortunate.
You heard it here. Margaux thinks giraffes don't deserve food. Get rid of leaves.
Yep.
Or they need to be a better eater. They need to eat more. That'd be fine with me. We need more giraffes.
She wants fat giraffes or starving giraffes.
Just way more of them.
No in between.
Just way more of them. Way more food distribution. Yeah. Anyway. Skateboards.
I feel like skateboards are the go-to cool option. I've never skateboarded in my life, but
I actually have recently. I learned how to skateboard, and it's scary.
Are you counting longboards as a skateboard?
Yeah. I'm not a skateboarder, so I don't know the difference, except for one is presumably longer than the other.
They're like shaped differently, I think.
I think so. I think one of them's a bit more like ovally. But I think they're cool, but I think they're scary, which might be boo. Like a ghost.
Wait, is this... I don't even want to know. Never mind.
I don't know if it's like booing at a crowd or like boo, it's scary. But I think take it either way.
Never mind.
We should do this segment again around Halloween.
Maybe you'll have come up with a better name at that point.
No. It'll just be, is this cool or is this cool?
So anyways.
Moving on. I used to have a skateboard when I was younger. Not that I could do anything cool on it, but I did. I liked it because I was teaching a boy that I liked to skateboard.
Oh, okay. It was a flirting tool for you, Yoana.
It was. But then one day my dad wanted to try it, and so like this is the skateboard. He's on it. I guess he took too big of a step and the skateboard like flew back under him, and he like flew in the air and like did a little flippy thing and like fell.
Ooh.
And that was a little funny, if I'm being honest.
That's fair. Yeah, I learned how to skateboard, and by that I mean I learned how to go and stop, but not go super fast and not stop super fast. Just a steady start and a really calm ending. And that's good for me.
That's all you need.
Yeah. I like really desperately want to be one of those girls who roller skates, because there's just something so beautifully cool about girls who roller skate. But I know that I would be so scared about going fast.
I tried to convince Rena that we should become those girls.
And
she didn't want to. She said she would. Yeah. So cool. And I was like, let's do it. Let's buy skates. We can be those girls in the park, like doing the whole dance thing, like super candid.
Right. Oh,
and she said no.
I want to do it, and I think at some point I might try it in my life, because I would regret it if I didn't. But I know I'll be scared. But sometimes you gotta face your fears.
Margaux, and make it not a we'll hold hands and do it together.
I agree. That's adorable.
No, if one of us falls, we're both just
we both go down. Let's see. Ears. Cool or bull? Ears.
Like the hearing organ?
Yeah.
I mean, they're whatever.
Okay.
I could do without them if they didn't look weird. Like, weird if they were gone, I suppose.
Oh.
I like ears.
Fair. What do you...
I like little, like babies' ears. Like, they look funny. And they're, like, big on their heads.
That's true. I feel like most animal ears are also super cute.
That's very true.
Yeah. I like those dogs with, like, really floppy ears. They're just so unbelievably useless to be that floppy, but just so perfectly cute. Alrighty.
I like it. There's
eggs.
like this certain type. Oh, eggs?
Wait, no, go on.
Oh, there's like this.
Talk about ears.
This is like the big cat type. I don't know what it's called. I feel like it starts with an L, but I don't think
leopard?
It's a lynx or a leopard. I don't know, but it has like really tall ears.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. Is it the ones that like also have those like old man hairs coming out of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They're very cool.
Yeah.
And it's like you're just all ear.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Oh man. Eggs.
Yeah, eggs are great.
Okay. I think they're stinky. I know you're a vegan, but like pre-veganism, did you like eggs? Was that like a difficult thing for you to give up?
I hate the smell of eggs.
I do too. Yeah.
The smell of eggs.
Ugh.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
I remember I used to have chickens when I was a kid, and I've like tried the thing to like slurp up a raw egg.
Sure.
That's also gross.
I believe it. It sounds pretty nasty. I also don't like the taste of eggs. So like I'm okay with like a quiche if it tastes nothing like egg, which means if it has enough like cheese and vegetables in it that it doesn't taste like egg. So I guess most of the time I'm saying boo.
Yeah, this seems like you hate eggs.
I don't like
you
them.
You cannot tell that they exist.
Yeah, if they're like secret eggs, sure.
Secret hidden eggs, and you're like, that's okay. But if I have to see an egg, I like eggs.
Get out of here.
I think eggs are really good. Scrambled eggs, delicious.
Sure.
The hard-boiled eggs, delicious.
The ones where they're like the sunny side up ones where you can dip it and like the yolk. I used to love that. I will give credit to that one.
I wanna like eggs because of that, and it's because like that is such a popular thing, and it's also just like such an aesthetically pleasing thing. Or like when it's in ramen or something, like I wanna like that, but I just can't. I don't like the taste of it. Yeah.
One step closer to veganism.
I know. I'm like, I always think about that. I'm like, what would be difficult to give up if I were to like make that final step? And I'm like, not eggs.
Yeah, I will say like out of the things that would be hard to be without, it would not be egg. I mean, I feel like cheese is
Cheese is probably the biggest one. Yeah, and honey. I like honey a lot. Although Yoana sent me a way to make vegan honey.
Was hard.
And that seems cool. Yeah.
This gets into like nuances. Does honey count as an animal product?
Technically, yeah. I think it's also just that there's a lot of like cruelty in beekeeping. There's some like really kind ways to do it.
I thought honey was generally fairly ethically sourced.
No, I think it really depends. You can find ethically sourced honey, but it's like not the average honey.
I was also like two things that I've read. Like one, that they like rip off the wings off the queen bee so she can't fly away.
Yeah.
And two, I read this thing last year, like an NPR article about how the honeybees are different than the bees that are actually like good for the environment. Like there's different type of bees.
Mm-hmm.
And so by like having such a big like honey industry, they like the honeybees are over dominating the other bees that are actually like more beneficial to the environment. And so like those bees aren't getting enough like pollen and food and stuff.
Right. Yeah. I think like I do want to try that, making my own thing. Mostly just like because I wonder like all the stuff you could do with it essentially. Like I feel like you could do a lot of like personalization with the tasting of that. Like I went to a lavender festival a lot when I was younger, and I love lavender honey. Like I think it is the best flavored honey that there is. And I feel like you could do more stuff like that, or like orange honey and stuff like that. I feel like you could make it a lot easier. Anyway, slides.
Slides like
a playground slide.
Oh.
Not a water.
There are two options of slides, and it wasn't one of the options I was thinking of.
Wait, what were you thinking?
Like flip-flop type slides.
Oh, okay.
Or stupid, but like projector slides.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about the flip-flop kind though, but I completely forgot that slides are
I always call those sandals. I realize that slides are what they're technically called, but
sandals are different.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole like strap in.
Mm-hmm. I've never owned slides, so I think I've just always just been like, that looks close enough to a sandal.
Slides.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have some. Yeah.
I would just call it a sandal, and I know that's wrong. I know I'm the wrong one here.
Okay.
Good. But
because that is definitely incorrect.
I'm just saying that when I say the word slide, that's not what I would be thinking.
But slides at playgrounds, yes, cool.
You think?
Although,
I always feel like they're bad because I feel like they're either really staticky or they're those metal ones that burn you.
I agree with you.
Conceptually, slides cool. Reality slides somewhat less cool. Because staticky. I feel like sometimes you'll get stuck almost like they aren't actually good enough slides to have you slide all the way down, and so you just get caught up on like friction and you're stuck there. And then I don't really like water slides because when you pass over the segments, it's like bumps and it kind of hurts when you're just you.
Fair.
Like if you're in a tube, it doesn't matter. But if you're just like personally sliding down, it's not very comfortable.
Yeah, there was a girl on my basketball team when I was in like elementary school. And like she had a pool at her house, and they had a slide that went into it, and it was like just a little one, but it did have like water that would come up to like help you down it and everything. And I feel like that was okay because it like got rid of any staticky nature to it.
I mean, you do like
it was
slide, but I just really dislike that feeling of like the bump.
That makes sense. Yeah.
For water slides, I hate when like the water goes up your nose because it's like splashing in your face.
Sure, yeah, that's fair.
And for regular slides, I always hate like there's that one kid who like pushes you down or is like refusing to get like all like it just stands at the bottom of the slide.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always Timmy.
Always Timmy. Timmy is just my like annoying child name. Sorry to any Tims listening, but I bet you sucked as a kid.
I have a quick little story time. So we were at like Ulysses S. Grant's farm or whatever, and there's like a whole bunch of animals all over the place. It's like in a forest, and I was just like so used to all these like little goats and like other like animals everywhere, and this kid with some weird hair, like his parents had like these two like little ponytails. I thought it was an animal. I almost pet the kid. I like went to put my hand down and then realized it was like a human child, and I was like, nope. God. I thought it was like a little goat walking around. So I'm very glad I did not like
pet a child.
Wait, how old were you at this point?
This today.
Oh, today? I missed that.
A few hours ago. Today years old, Adam.
Yeah,
a few hours less wise than she is now. Oh my god. What made you realize it wasn't an animal? Like, at what point? How far was your hand? How many inches away?
I mean, it was like a tiny little thing, right? Like the child.
Yeah.
It was. I guess I had gotten it like down. And then, like, it was enough to play it off where the parents weren't like, why are you trying to grab my child?
Right.
So it was enough to play it off. And then I just, like, turned to Rena and I was like, bro, I almost pet this child. Because the mom had, it was, like, so it had, like, short hair.
Yeah.
And then it had, like, two ponytails. So it was, like, sticking up and, like, puffy.
Sure.
And the mom had, and I was just like, girl, all around all these animals, like, I thought, like, it was, like, little fur.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
So I'm glad I did not pet the child.
Yeah.
I think
not great.
Yeah. That's fair. Sunglasses.
Very cool.
Very cool.
I think they're cool, but I feel like I like haven't found the perfect pair of sunglasses yet, you know? Like I feel like I always feel like I'm not pulling them off when I wear them. And I want to find that pair that makes me feel like, wow, I'm like, oh, she's so summery, like, wow, but I haven't.
You gotta find the right shape that like frames your face well.
But what is that shape? Who knows? I don't know. What about those like stupid little sunglasses that don't actually protect you from the sun, but they're just like red or something and like tiny?
Oh.
Like those little tiny rectangle ones. Maybe. Yeah, fashion sunglasses. Do we like them? Or are they bull?
I'm going to say I don't like them in concept, but I don't think I've ever seen them worn.
I've only ever seen people wear them on like Instagram.
Sounds bad.
Yeah.
And silly.
Yeah.
I feel like they made like the Ray-Ban sunglasses, and then that's the perfect type of sunglass. Everyone looks good with that shape of sunglasses, and there's a gazillion knockoffs that you can buy for like $5. And it's like, perfect. This is all you ever need.
I feel like I like the slightly like more like rounded than like the little cat eye bit. I feel like that's the closest I've gotten to enjoying sunglasses on me. Yeah.
Aviators are pretty cool too.
Aviators are great. I feel like everyone looks good in aviators. Yeah.
I'm a big fan, just like a Gloria Steinem look.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Okay.
My family wants to go see the new Top Gun movie, and I had not seen the original one, so we all sat down to watch the original Top Gun, and apparently aviator sales like shot through the roof after that movie. So funny. Which, I mean, they're all wearing aviators in the movie, so I
makes sense. Yeah.
Huh. And they are pretty cool.
Cupcakes.
Yeah, the best form of cake.
I thought the opposite.
Oh, okay.
I concur with Margaux.
Nice.
So I don't like cake, but cupcakes are great because it's like, okay, well this is like the perfect portion of a cake that I can have. And sometimes cupcakes are not good in that they have too much like crap on top of it. Like, just give me the simple little itty bitty cupcakes that you can buy at like your local grocery store with just a little bit of frosting on it, and they have like the little plastic thing, and you just take the plastic thing off, and you just eat it in like a bite, and you're like, golden. This is the best.
Fair.
I'm gonna like mini cupcakes then, but that's like my ideal.
Sure. I think I agree with you about portion size. Like it is like a good amount of food. But I just like it's rarely a good taste. Because I don't like birthday cakey flavors, and I feel like that's what most like cupcakes are, is just a yellow cake with frosting kind of thing. And like that's like my least favorite cake flavor.
Disgusting.
Yeah. And then like I'm a big chocolate person, but they always have like really terrible chocolate ones. And it's like chocolate cake has come so far in life. It's not always like this dry, horrible, like bad taste. But it isn't a cupcake. And then yeah, I feel like they always have too much frosting on top and it gets on my nose, and then I feel bad about
So
myself.
I did one time for a party. It might have even been my party. I don't remember. There was like it was a cupcake cake. So the cupcakes were together to form a cake. But the way they do this is they just pile like an inch of frosting on top, and it was disgusting. So bad. I really hate frosting. So like to be it's only frosting and just a little bit of cake.
Worst form. Yeah.
Just give me a little bit of frosting for like to spice up the taste a bit.
Yeah.
That's all I want. What I really just want is like the cake batter, and just give me vanilla. That's all you need. I don't like the chocolate.
I don't like the chocolate cupcakes, but I do like chocolate cake.
Well, chocolate cake.
Yeah. Have you had bundt cakes?
I like bundt cakes.
Bundt cakes are fantastic.
Fair. Yeah. Very good.
Whenever I hear bundt cake, I think of that scene in My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think so. Yeah.
We'll watch it later. I'll send you guys a link.
We'll do a little movie party.
I've seen both of them. I don't remember.
I'll send y'all the link.
Good stuff.
Actually, for bundt cakes, I realized there's a difference. There's like the bundt cake, which is like a full cake size, but then there's also like, I think they call them bundtlets, where they're like the baby ones, and those are the ones I like, the little baby ones.
Okay.
Because I didn't even realize there was like an actual full cake size of it, but that's too much. Just give me the baby ones. I can take like 2 bites. I'm like, cool, I'm good.
I think that's fair. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the other one.
There's this little mall, like not like a mall, but like an outdoor strip mall almost. Near my house, and it's dying. But there's a Nothing Bundt Cakes in the middle, and I am convinced that Nothing Bundt Cakes is solely responsible for the fact that it still exists, because there's always people at it, and virtually every other store is dropped out of that little strip.
Okay, which is cool and which is cool in like strip malls or like malls? Or are they both cool? Or are they both cool?
I do have a thing about this, in that I prefer shopping in person. Yeah. I know a bunch of people are like, shop online and whatever. Sure. I prefer just going in person and seeing what I want to buy.
Yeah.
So malls are good for that, because then you have all the like possible items that you might want, and they're kind of fun. Just go like, it's like a event kind of.
Okay. Yeah.
Big fan of like going to the mall and like getting something from the food court and then just walking around.
Sure. Yeah.
With friends.
Fair.
The downside of malls is there's so many children there.
Yeah.
Why? And by children, I mean anyone younger than me. So why are there like
both
teenagers at malls? I get like that's the place for teenagers to go. But get out of here.
In like the 80s. But yeah.
There's so many like 14-year-olds. I'm like, get out of here.
We had different lives. There was
in Iowa. There's this big mall, because it has the movie theater I go to.
Oh, okay.
And it's virtually packed with 12-year-old girls, and it's like, why are you the only people that are here?
That's so weird. I hate that.
Yeah, I don't either. But
I
don't go
will
in the mall
say
section. I just go to the theater, so then I don't see them.
mall movie theaters, some of the top-notch movie theaters. I don't know what it is about it that it is like it's like another dimension that you're going into because you're like it's so connected to this real world thing, but it's not at all there. I don't know.
It is another dimension. I don't like mall theaters because they're more
Really?
expensive.
Oh, okay.
They're like,
Okay.
oh, we're in a mall. We can charge double what we would normally.
Sure.
Like,
I will say I haven't been to a mall theater in a while.
Also, I usually associate mall theaters with like AMC's, and I don't like AMC, so because they charge you stupid amounts of money.
They
It's
do.
Like, here's a paid $12 for a ticket, and we'll give you nothing extra in return.
I lived a sheltered life in high school in a small town because I thought that all movie theaters were just like $7.50, and I was wrong.
Well, a lot are. I mean, like, I always go to Cinemark, and that's their ticket prices.
Okay.
Or they're probably
Maybe
a
I'm
bit
not
more
wrong.
than that, but maybe like
It was nice.
$9 for a late night showing. I have no idea.
Sure.
But not crazy.
Right. That's still more reasonable than others. Ships, but I'm gonna change it to cruise ships. Cooler bull.
I've never been on a cruise ship.
Neither have I, but I hate them.
I have been on one. And
Okay.
I don't like the little cabins that you gotta sleep in. It literally, I get Titanic vibes every time I'm in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just I feel trapped out at sea. Like, what if there's a murderer on board? What do we do?
Great point.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not a fan of cruises. There's something about it.
They give me bad vibes, but also I just feel like it's like there's no possible way to be clean. I feel like they're just dirty. Like it feels like how you always feel like dirty in an amusement park, right? And you're like, it's fun for a day, right? But then you can go home and shower how gross it was off of you and be fine again. But you can't really do that with a cruise ship. Like you can shower on there, but then you immediately walk back out into it. And it's like gross. I don't know. It's just the vibe I get. I've never been on one. So professional opinion, obviously, but
my grandparents offered as like a graduation gift. They were like, hey, we'll take you on a cruise, or you can just have like the money that the cruise would cost. And I was like, I'll take the money, which was very smart because then I graduated in COVID.
Right.
So I wouldn't have gotten a cruise anyways, but I don't know. I've never been interested in cruises.
No, I feel like there's better ways to travel than that. You could just travel.
Although I do think it would be good to do like a cruise in the Mediterranean, because then you're just going through all the spots that I actually want to see, like Caribbean cruises. I don't want to do. I don't want to go like island hopping to various beaches.
Yeah.
But I would want to be like, and now we're stopping in Athens, and then we're going to I don't know, Sicily.
But even then, everything is so rushed. You're like, I can't miss my ship.
Yeah.
That would be awkward.
That's true.
Lizards.
Pretty cool.
I think they're cool. I think they're awesome.
I concur.
I don't think I could ever be the type of person to have a lizard for a pet because I could never feed a bug to them because I would be way too grossed out. But I know in my heart and soul that I would love that lizard.
Did you know anyone who had a lizard?
Yeah.
I feel like there's like certain types of people that are like, you own a lizard.
Yeah. Also snakes. I couldn't own a snake. I know it's just a lizard without legs, but they're so much weirder.
You also have to feed them like mice, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think I could ever do that. Oof. Yeah.
I really love snakes, but it was the mouse thing that just threw me off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys have lizards in elementary school, like in your classroom?
No, we didn't have any classroom pets in any of my schools. Yeah.
Did you have a classroom pet?
We had lizards, and then at the end, like,
really cool.
people got to take them home.
That's
and
really
I somehow convinced my parents to let me, even though my mom did not want to. And then she like took me to the pet store, and I saw like the bag of crickets, and I was like, but they're alive. what am I supposed to do? And she was like, feed them to the lizard. And I was like, not for me. And then I was like almost convinced not to take it home. And I went and I saw it in the lizard that they were going to give me because it had like little tape on like the tank that it was in. And its little leg had gotten stuck on the tank and ripped off. And I was like, I cannot have a 3-legged lizard that eats live crickets. And
the leg would grow back, wouldn't it?
I think so, yeah.
I don't know. I was too freaked out. I was like, it's a 3-legged lizard. It's like legs are its legs were just ripping out everywhere. I was like, I can't have legs everywhere. I can't have crickets everywhere.
Yeah.
I was just like, not for me.
That's fair. I really just couldn't do the feeding thing. But there's like a bunch of little skinks around my home, which I love because I think they're so cute. Like you just walk out and then they're just like hanging out on the sidewalk, and it's just like, wow, you're just living your best life. And they're bright blue, and you're like, man, cute.
I love them.
Yeah, so fun. Yeah, big lizard fan. I saw this TikTok of a girl feeding her bearded dragon mango for the first time. And she was like trying to feed it slowly, but he really wanted it, and it just like really just threw its head like over her hand to like grab it. It was very cute. I will send it to you guys after.
Was it by chance? Was the lizard by chance named Margaux?
It looked just like one that was, but I don't know if
that's
they
like
look
a famous,
very different.
I don't know what famous. A TikToker I've seen and their lizard is named Margaux.
So I remember the Margaux lizard, not only because of the name, but also because of that little song that she did when she was introducing it that one time. Like her name is Margaux, thing.
Because then it went viral, yeah.
Right. But she had like an accent in that. And then the girl in this video had like a really strong Southern accent. And I don't think it's the same person, but it also very well could be that she was doing an accent in one of them, but not the other. I don't know. So could be, could not be. Who's not me.
I can't say I really know much about the person whose lizard it is.
Right.
I just know the lizard.
Fair. Okay. Monkeys.
Big fan.
Big fan?
Big fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think monkeys are all right. I mean, the monkey house was always one of my favorite places at the zoo.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But I don't know, but then you always hear stories of people who get their like faces ripped off by monkeys.
Yeah.
And
that they're kind of mean.
We like put them in cages. So
well,
honestly,
I'm not blaming the monkeys for it necessarily. I don't know if I would consider, like, monkeys can go do their thing.
Like, you don't want to vibe with a monkey.
I'll go do mine.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Are there any animals that you guys are like, ew, no thank you?
Geese.
Geese. Okay. Okay.
Oh, but the baby geese are so cute.
They're so cute. They're really cute.
They're cute. But like the big geese,
I think it's like a mutual respect kind of thing, where it's like you just keep your distance and I'll keep mine and we'll just coexist.
And I have a fear of chickens.
Well, that's understandable. Chickens are mean, but also really stupid. So I feel like you could distract them.
I was like chased by chicken, by our chicken.
They're mean. They're cruel. Like they're vicious animals.
Well, there's chicken fights were like a whole thing. Like there's a reason. Mm-hmm. Chickens are mean.
They're very mean animals. Yeah.
And so are geese.
Yeah. I feel like birds in general are kind of mean. What's cool to me though is the divide from like dinosaurs to birds and lizards, because like both are related to dinosaurs, but like I like that branch off in evolution. I think it's cool. Yeah.
I like to think of dinosaurs more as lizards. Birds, I read somewhere that like the T-Rex had like feathers and like maybe even like wings. Mm-hmm. Was it wings? The feathers I got behind with, but like the wings.
I don't know if the T-Rex had wings, at least not like flying wings.
No,
but
not flying.
There were definitely other birds though that had like feathered wings.
Yeah, I don't really love that.
I like it. Because also, like, if you look at, like, an ostrich's foot, like, that's a dinosaur claw. No denying it.
Yeah, it looks very velociraptor-y.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, so I'm fully on board with that.
I can't even picture a T-Rex with feathers.
It looks ugly.
Well,
I'll say it right here. You heard it.
Whoa, okay.
Featherless T-Rexes are top tier.
I think some of the dinosaurs look better with feathers, though.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like a T-Rex could look okay with feathers, depending on how the artist draws the feathers on them.
Yeah.
But some dinosaurs are like, no. Like the Brontosaurus, the like long... Like,
right. You don't want feathers on that. No. Yeah.
Did the Brontosaurus have feathers?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Some of them might have had, like, I think, like, the point of it all is, like, we can't really tell what they would have had because, like, we have their bones. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we know what their outsides look like. Because it also could have been the kind of thing where, like, a penguin is much rounder than its bones, you know? And so it could be like that too, where, like, we think certain dinosaurs were, like, slimmer than they were, but they really had, like, more muscles and, like, fat around. Yeah, so everything that we know about dinosaurs is mostly a guess. But more and more, like, science is coming out that's like, yeah, they probably had feathers. Some of them might have had, like, more furish type things. But yeah, cool stuff. I like dinosaurs.
What's your guys' favorite dinosaur?
Comptosaurus. They're like those really tiny ones that get distracted by shiny things. They're also really big in Jurassic Park.
I was like, how do you know they're distracted by shiny things?
Yeah,
you met
it's
one?
Jurassic Park. Obviously, in my dreams.
I don't remember its exact name. I want to say like, no, I don't even want to say. It was like, it started with an A and it was like a bird and it had like an X. I think it had multiple X's, but something like that. It was very like a feathery bird dinosaur. But I also really liked the Allosaurus because it was like the T-Rex but lesser known, so it could be like, cool. What about this one?
Yeah.
And it looked a
bit
cooler.
It's the hipster T-Rex.
It also looked a bit cooler, and not just because of the hipster, but it also had like frills, not frills exactly, but
more going
head
on
stuff, and the T-Rex is just kind of like
it's there.
It's there.
Yeah.
It's the famous one, but it's like, I don't know.
Also kind of a really boring one. Yeah. How about you, Yoana?
I'm a big Brontosaurus fan.
Fair, yeah.
My herbivores out there.
Fair enough. I think they're really cool. There is a Apple series right now about dinosaurs. And I watched part of the, like, they have like different biomes for different episodes. And I watched part of the like tundra one. And it was really cool. Very fun. Yeah. They do a really good job of it.
So you're gonna plug the Jurassic Park show again.
No, but I'm waiting for season 5, and once that comes out, oh boy, every episode of Rainy Tuesdays will be about every episode of season 5. Alrighty. Butterflies. No, that's a bad one.
You need a controversial one.
What? Oh, we need a controversial one. I thought you said that'd be a controversial one. I was like, how?
Oh. Yeah,
how? Okay. Trains. Cool or bull?
Cool. I wish trains were more prevalent.
I agree.
I feel like there's something cool about being like taking a train to.
Yeah.
It feels like you're in the 1800s again. You're like, this is kind of cool. I'm taking a train cross country instead of like driving on the highways, which is terrible.
Gilded Age vibes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Every train I've been on has been a delight. I've never been on a train where I've been like, ugh, this is gross.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. There's some on the East Coast going like up and down that like you can also put your car onto, which like, so instead of driving down to another state, you can just put your car on the train and get on the train, and that takes you down and you take your car off. And I love that, and I think that should exist laterally in addition to longitudinally.
I like it.
Yeah, they're fun.
One of my biggest gripes about America is that it's so big that you really need a car, and it's like kind of built for cars, but so a dual problem. But you really need a car to do anything, so you kind of have to drive everywhere because otherwise you'll have to rent a car when you get there, and that's a whole pain. And we can't even do it because
we can't
like
do it yet. Yeah,
which is a whole nother thing, which is dumb. But like, I don't know.
Yeah, you can rent a U-Haul though.
Can't you rent a car just like a very high insurance if you're under 26?
I don't want to say yes because I'm pretty sure it's like 25 is the minimum, and then I think maybe depending on the company, some would let you, but I'm pretty sure most don't.
Google was listening. It filled in my response to.
Love that.
I just said, "How old do you?" and then it filled in rent a car.
I do love the fact that you can rent a U-Haul though, which seemingly could cause so much more destruction than like a car you're used to driving. I think that's hilarious. Like it makes sense because people have to move, but like, yeah.
Yeah, it does look like some companies will let you rent at 21.
Okay.
Yeah, Michigan and New York can let you rent at 18. There's just like there's just like a higher fee if you're under 25.
Yeah, which makes sense because I'm pretty sure the statistic is like 16 to 23 is like the highest amount of car crashes for any age group. Yeah, because you're learning. But
and you're reckless.
Well, yeah. But I don't know. I like trains. I think more of them should exist. I think also just more public transportation. I rode a trolley the other weekend. Okay, we're gonna go into what rained on our parades. I'm gonna do another sunny one. I rode a trolley.
I didn't know there still were trolleys.
I didn't either. I went down to Alexandria, Virginia, which is like a very old town that is like from the founding fathers, Biden. And they've got a lot of stuff going on there. It's like right by the Potomac River. Very cool place. A lot of very artsy things going on there. Had a good time myself, but they also had this adorable little trolley with like the wooden seats and everything, and it was just like adorable. It was so fun, and you have to like pull the little thing to get off.
Very
and
like
it was fun. It was really cute. I enjoyed it a lot, and I think in addition to trains, there should be more trolleys. We need some trolleys. Yeah. How about you guys?
Sure, this is what we're in up right now. Any more goat stories, Yoana? Or people you thought were goats but were in fact humans?
No, I mean my finger still really hurts from where the goat bit me, but you know, it was my fault for having my finger in his mouth. So.
Sure. Oh man. I'm trying to think if I have like a rainy one to just vamp with.
We cannot think of anything.
Oh, I have a rainy one.
Perfect.
Yeah. So yesterday we went to a sushi restaurant.
Yeah.
And I was like looking at the menu and I wasn't like feeling a sushi vibe, but I still wanted like food. And there was like a seaweed salad and it was like $7. So I was like, for $7, it's probably like a decent size. They literally bring out like this small little thing. And I thought it was good. Like it was literally not even an appetizer. Like not even an appetizer.
Like
I don't know what it was. Yeah, like a side. And I was like, just because I was like looking at the price and I was like, I'm expecting like
a little more than that.
More than like 3 bites.
Right.
But it was like really good. I was just like not willing to pay another $7 for another small thing to eat more of it.
That's fair.
I have only been to a few sushi restaurants, but in my experience, all the food there is really expensive and there's not a lot of it. Like I've gotten like soups and stuff, and it's like the tiniest little bowls.
I think it depends on the sushi restaurant because I think there's 2 types, and I think there's like I don't think I've ever been to like a non-authentic sushi restaurant, like, to be fair. So I don't want to differentiate it with like authenticity. But there's like really expensive fancy ones, which I feel like that for. Even if they're not like crazy expensive, just like on the more expensive end. And then there's like dirt cheap, wonderful ones that give you so much food. And I like those ones because that's the best type of restaurant.
The best. Best restaurant was like,
absolutely.
Hey, pay us $10 and we'll give you 3 meals.
Yeah, there was this one in Pennsylvania that it was so good, and their rolls like had like 20 pieces, like every roll that you would buy, and it was like really cheap. And then they also had drunken noodles, which is essentially just like thicker noodles with a spicy sauce on them, and then like vegetables and tofu. It was really good. I like drunken noodles a lot, but that was like the first spicy food I ate after I got my gold letter out, and it was wonderful. But yeah, you always got to find the cheap ones because they feed you more for whatever reason. Yeah.
I still don't really have anything. I guess another sunny thing, I suppose, is I went horseback riding, kind of. So my girlfriend's family friend owns a horse.
Okay.
So we went out to the barn that it's stabled at, and we just gotta hang out, do some riding. Not like trail riding, just kind of riding within
a little gate.
The little. It was actually only in the barn because it was just like learning the basics of riding horses, but it was fun.
I
did
love
some bareback riding too.
Oh, okay, wow. Did you feel like a cowboy?
Yeah, I did.
I love that.
I also learned that horses are like very attuned to what you do as the rider. That like when you're riding a horse, you're supposed to look in the direction that you want the horse to go because it can see you, so it knows what you're looking at, and that's where it'll go. So I had to be like very careful about where I'm angling.
Not to like look at your friends or
and not
anything,
to look at my girlfriend, and not to look at the horse itself because I need to look ahead and where I want the horse to go.
That makes sense. Yeah, they're smart. They're like really smart animals. Yeah, I want to ride a horse. I'm also a bit afraid of them though.
They're massive.
They're huge.
And they'll kill you.
Yeah.
You get like behind them and they're unaware of you and all that.
You're supposed to like kind of hold their butt while you move around them, right? Like you're supposed to like leave your hand on them.
Yeah. So they know where you are.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Don't get killed by horses, but also, vibe with them if they want you to. That's the advice from this episode.
Don't stick your fingers in a goat's mouth.
Don't stick your fingers in a goat's mouth. Don't pet random children. What else? What else are we talking about? A lot of things.
Shoes.
Wear them.
But not inside your house.
No, that's gross.
And hey, check us out on social media where Margaux has been more active lately in posting stuff, so there's something to see.
Yeah. It's an actual thing.
We have a website
only on Instagram
too that you can check us out. You can also message us, I think, via the website if you want to chime in, suggestions, comments.
If you need advice.
Oh my god, that'd be great. I would love to do an advice episode where we just give horrible advice to people who are actually needing help.
Really selling them on the advice aspect of this.
We'll totally help you out. I swear to God, we're so experienced in life.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, do all that.
Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.